Hello and welcome back, everybody. How is everybody doing today? This is Smacky70 coming to you with Bloodline Tree Services here on Wilhelmina Forest episode 4. Welcome in. Hopefully everybody's having an outstanding day. Um so quick recap of the last few episodes. We bought this property on an online auction sight unseen. I paid contractors to come in and build my shop and my house. From that, we've just essentially been clearing the path. Last episode, we found, or we cleared out the abandoned gas station and found this old boy right over here with trees laying on top of it and growth all throughout it. I haven't really had a chance to tinker with it yet to get it back up and running, but we winched it onto the trailer and got it back here at the shop. Now, should we restore it? Or what are your thoughts on that? But I did do a stream, like an episode 3.5, where we did some groundskeeping. We built a road and got that in here. Before I go into everything that happened off stream or off camera, I do want to give a huge shout out to Farmer Girl. She was the first comment on episode 3. Greatly appreciated. If you don't know who Farmer Girl is, go check out their content. I was brand new to their community as well. Went out there and it looks like they put out farm sim videos just about every day. So go check her out. So while we tow some of this wood down to the lumber mill, I'll go over a little bit of everything that happened off screen. Well, during the stream I did, like I said, I cleared the trees down. Essentially wanted to make this road passable. With that being said, I didn't want to sell the wood until we were all on camera together. The issue with that was anytime I got near the lumber mill, I had about a frame per second that was actually moving, so I had to sell the wood as much as I didn't want to. But we did have a decent return out of that. We did make $112,000 or 112,312 off of selling the wood that came strictly from clearing the road. Which brings our total before this lumber gets sold of $198,073. So that's a lot of money. We hit our first goal, so we will be able to buy our first piece of equipment. But as you can see, came down in here, got the fuel station somewhat cleaned up, prepped out a little bit. Still haven't had anybody come in and tear down the old storefront there. But with that, I had to call a bunch of gravel companies to get the gravel for the road. None of them would come on the property. They all refused. Everybody was terrified. I had one owner who actually sold me the gravel, explain that a few years back there was somebody who had shot one of the blue-eyed wolves multiple times with a high caliber rifle. I think he said it was a 30-06. And they were confirmed hits, and they ran up. First off, it acted like nothing had happened to it. They ran up to where it was shot and there was no blood found. So they tracked it, and the one guy had a 12 gauge on him, and they shot it and physically watched a chunk of that animal fly off of it. And they got up there and there was a little bit of blood spatter, and that's it. The animal was gone. It made a shrieking sound and disappeared. Essentially ran off into the woods somewhere. So yeah, that's a little concerning, but we haven't seen anything too crazy yet. With that, we also, actually, I'm going to sell this wood first thing tomorrow morning so we can get a fresh track on how much. I reached out to Mr. Sherman, the owner of the old truck. He told me he wants nothing to do with anything found on this property. He wouldn't really go too much more into detail with me. He just flatly refused doesn't want anything to do with anything. Essentially gave me a warning to get out while I can, which I pay good money for this property. I'm gonna ride it out. So yeah, one of the other gravel companies told me that there is an actual like old main street down past this lumber mill somewhere. So I think what we're gonna do today, and I'm gonna, once we get all this unloaded, I'm going to, of course I didn't let it fall away. I'm going to go back to the house. I'm going to sleep because I literally off camera, I spent 9 or 10 hours, working, getting the road built, put in here. So I'm going to sleep the night away. This way it resets the game for a new day. And then at that point, I'll have our new piece of equipment bought. We can come down here, sell this wood, and we'll start clearing some more of these trees away. And like I said, right now, before we even sell this, we're at 198, so we're more than halfway. Well, of course we're halfway to 300 because the goal was 150. So, but we're making progress, and I think if we do this right, we can easily get to 300,000 quickly. So, but what I'll do is I'll do a quick cutscene. We'll get slept. I'll have the new piece of equipment purchased. We are going to take a loan for that. And this way we can get everything moving forward and hopefully get some more progress done on the property today. So I'll bring you guys back here in just a few moments. Welcome back, everybody. So it is the next morning. So I did buy the piece of equipment. I had to speed up time because apparently I wasn't tired. Yeah, so we did buy the piece of equipment. I already have it down here next to the lumber mill where I want to start out clearing everything. Our truck's also down there too. But yeah, no, this way we can at least get this wood sold, and I did take a little more of a loan than I really wanted to, but it's going to be good for us. I got a medium-sized piece of equipment to help us speed up the tree process, and you guys will probably already know that from the screenshot. But yeah, so we have about $230,000 in loan that we're gonna have to get taken care of. Back this up out of the way and park over here. But yeah, here it is. Here's our new toy. So what this does is it cuts the tree down, branches it, and somewhat stacks it if you can drop the pile in the right area. We'll get playing with that here in a second. I'm letting time pass just a little bit more. This way we have a little bit more light. We can get in the truck, hook the truck up to the trailer, sell that wood, and then yeah. So I'm kind of curious. I kind of want to find that town, because I kind of want to take this land back and maybe get a town going here and start building up farms or campgrounds or what have you. So let's get this wood sold. That was $8,500 in wood. So that's not too bad. But we might as well just get in it and get rocking and rolling. So right now I do have it set up for 4 meter cut lengths on the wood. Hopefully that's not going to be too big for our trailer. I'm also going to try stacking this wood. Off to the side here, try getting a pile going. So there's our first tree down with the new piece of equipment. And here we go. Yeah, well, so what I'll do is I'll bring you guys back here in a few minutes. I just wanted to get you, so you guys could see what the new operation somewhat looking like. And this will give me a chance to get used to our new piece of equipment because I've never played with it before. But I'll try doing a time lapse or a cut, whatever looks better in editing, and get this all cut up and see how far down the road we can get. And if I come across something worthwhile, I will bring you guys back here prior to. So I'll talk to you guys here in a few minutes. Welcome back, everybody. How's everybody doing? So it's been probably a little over an hour in game. We got some of the land cleared out here, and as I was getting ready to push forward and keep going down the path to this area, I got a phone call from the online auction agency, and I was told that that portion of the land was outbid. They gave me the contact information for the person who owns it. I'm going to reach out and see if I can at least buy the logging rights or if they want to sell it outright. So yeah, so what I plan on doing now, getting all this wood cleaned up, sold over, or at least stacked up in the sell point, um and possibly going back and clearing out around the mill, because I do own all this property around it. This way we can make some money back, and if he wants to sell it, we can have the funds to do so. So we're gonna try getting some of these piles picked up here. I'm not the greatest on the skid steer. I know with one of my other playthroughs that I'm playing offline, I was trying to use the skid steer, and just using regular forks just seemed to work a little bit better. So, but shoot, if we can just push the piles over there, that may be what I do. I can just push them over to the sell point instead of picking them up, because that looks like it's going to be a little bit faster. Get the truck and trailer out of the way. One of the things I believe in is working smarter, not harder. Seems like this one wanted to, of course now it doesn't. Say that one looked like it wanted to be carried over there. But yeah, we took down quite a few trees in a very short period of time. Something that would normally take me hours to get through is now taking minutes, which is really nice. So I'm glad we took the loan out. Got the piece of equipment we did. I'm thinking the next piece of equipment may be a front steer, or a front loader, excuse me. Just because they're a little bit easier with picking up the logs than this is. Probably doesn't help that I also don't have my forks open. But yeah, hopefully you guys are liking the series. I'm really enjoying doing it. Like I said, putting the road in, that was probably about 10 or 11 hours of off-screen play. And even with the stream, that was, part of that 10 hours, but it was just, it seemed like it went by pretty quick, so. And the reason I streamed it, I wanted you guys out there to realize that even when I'm not streaming it, I'm still playing by, or not recording, I'm still doing the same rules that we had in place with just using the equipment I got. Eventually we'll make this company make us some money. And I promise you this is still faster than picking it up and loading it into the trailer piece by piece. Try getting all this over to the sell point. Listen, I don't mind if I can grab 2 at a time. Supposedly, the longer and straighter the logs are, the more money they pay you for them. And I've been doing it essentially hand size because, or anything I can carry, because fighting this to get them all picked up sometimes isn't, to me, wasn't worth it. Now you could argue that, yes, over time I would get better, which you're probably right. But then you have times like this where I'm going in and doing everything that I should be doing, and it's still only giving me, it's not letting me grab more than 1 log. So what I'll do here is I'm going to get this area all cleaned up, try getting all the lumber over, or logs over to the sell point here, and I'll bring you guys back as soon as we're ready to sell. Welcome back, everybody. We did just get everything to the sell point. I'm just getting a few small pieces out of the back. This video may end up being a little bit shorter than normal. If it ends up being a length that you guys like, let me know. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that land not to be ours. So got to come up with a new game plan and see where we really want to harvest. We do have, let me sell this and we'll drive around the property a little bit. Oh, 25 grand. Let's make sure we got it all. Hop in the Polaris and drive around. For the beast. So we do own all these trees right here. All the way around the lumber mill. And then of course all the way back to the fuel farm. For some reason I thought we owned more property, but we can clear out a lot of these trees, or come back by the house and garage. And clear out either behind the house and garage, or down the where we came onto the property. I'm thinking I might do behind the house here and back toward the fuel point, get that all cleared out. This way, yeah, we have a nice big open area. Doesn't look like it'll be that hard to get in there and get all these trees out, and we'll be close to home. But yeah, that's where well, let's see what our new total is on our money made. So today we've made 34,090. So we'll add that to our grand total. 34,090. So that brings us to 232,163. So that's, yeah, 232,000, give or take a couple $100. So we are starting to make some money, and that's only over, 4 days of actual work. We'll call it four and a quarter, because we just started on the next day. So, but I do want to thank everybody for coming out. Get out of the screen here before I hit a button I don't need to. And then, yeah, I'm going to see if we can find somebody to come rip this building out, tear it down at some point. And yeah, let me know what your ideas are. If you like the length of the video, any tips, tricks, any mods you guys want to see installed, just let me know. Please feel free to like, share, comment, if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. It'll help me out, and it'll help me know what you guys want from the series. And if you guys want to see me do an actual farming series where we're running an actual farm, let me know that too. Listen, I'm here for you guys. I do this for fun, so I'm here to bring enjoyment to you guys as well. So everybody have a great day and be safe out there.